What's up, guys? Welcome back to another honest album review. Today we're going to be doing something different from what we usually do. We're not doing metal today. We're doing circus metal. And I don't have notes for this one, because this is a band that I know pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and wing this, and if it goes bad, then it goes bad, but whatever. Today we're going to be diving deep into Mr. Bungle's self-titled album. This is a doozy. For those of you who have not heard of Mr. Bungle, this is Mr. Bungle. Yeah, that's what they looked like starting out. So, they're a bit of a crazy group. They've done everything from heavy metal to circus music to really soft, laid-back stuff, ska, funk, a little bit of everything, honestly, from Mr. Bungle. But today we're specifically focusing on their self-titled album. And I actually do have the copy with me right now. So, let me actually get it, because I promised I would do that. Surprisingly, I didn't have to order this online. I found this for $10 at the Wooden Nickel in Fort Wayne, and I took it home with me. So, yeah, just all around very interesting music. The opening track, I would say, is it's pretty weird, but it kind of welcomes you into the theme of the whole album. I mean, you just look at the cover and you think, what the fuck am I getting into? You know what I mean? So, basically, it starts off, the first, 35 seconds is just snoring, and then you hear glass break, and then it just slams into this weird keyboard, and I don't know, you feel like you walked into a circus. Some of the lyrics are just fucking unexplainable. The guitar work, you don't really notice the guitar work as much in the album because it's overridden by saxophones. I forget what else they have. I know they had 2 saxophones and then some long instrument. I don't remember what it was. But these guys are absolutely insane. Slowly Growing Deaf, the second track, is about, it's about a guy who's literally slowly going deaf because of the pus in his ears and everything getting muffled. Like, they wrote some weird fucking songs, but it's all so good. It's kind of a more relaxed song, and there's, upbeat parts. It's fucking weird. I'm going to be saying fucking weird a lot in this video, because it truly is. The Mr. Bungle originated in Eureka, California, where they were in high school, and they actually started in 1985, where they had their first talent show, and they played as Mr. Bungle, just to be stupid. And later in the 80s is when they started to come out with demos, and a lot of the demo songs on those demos were featured on this album here. The next song, Squeeze Me, actually at the end of Slowly Growing Deaf, you can literally hear a guy run to the bathroom and start shitting. Don't ask me why. It's just Mr. Bungle. Squeeze Me Macaroni. This song is literally just about food and sex, and it is so fucking fast, you can't understand what they're saying. Me, of course, being a Bungle buff, I know every lyric to the song. But it's truly just a confusing clusterfuck of insaneness. And at the end of the song, it's just party sounds. And then track 4, Carousel, is literally just about a carnival. And it's probably one of the best tracks on the album. It's probably one of the most normal tracks on the album. About as normal as you can get for Mr. Bungle. At least back in 91. This album came out in 91. It was their first studio album. Egg is a 10-minute fucking song. It's literally about the To me, it's about the theory of which came first, the egg or the chicken. Because there's literally a part in the song where they say, oh, an egg comes out of a chicken. Oh, a chick comes out of an egg. So it's like, I don't know. It's so goddamn weird. Stub, parentheses, a dub, is about the guitar player or the bassist, I don't remember, the dog who died in the early 90s, or was dying at the time, and the song basically explains, you know, the shit that the dog's going through, but it's not a sad song, it's fucking confusing. My Ass is on Fire, track number 7, I've looked at the lyrics 1,000 times, I just don't understand this song. The guitar work is great. The saxophones are great. It all sounds great, but it's so confusing. Track number 8, The Girls of Porn. It's just a song about getting addicted to sex. Getting addicted to porn, really. After the, there's literally a part in the song where they say, ain't got no woman next to me. I just got this magazine, and what's on the TV screen, it looks okay with me. My hand gets tired and my dick gets sore, but the girls of porn want more. So I flip through the pages one more time, and I just let the jism fly. Yeah. Absolutely insane. And this is a Warner Brothers record. Track number 9, Love is a Fist. It's probably the most... No, this one's the most normal on the album. And at the end of it, you can just hear... it's like a story about this kid named Mr. Bungle that went to lunch. And everyone made fun of him. And then it goes into this track called Dead Goon, which is also 10 minutes long, which is about someone who autoerotically asphyxiates themselves all the time and then accidentally ends up hanging themselves. It's about a kid, I think, who got bullied and never had a girlfriend, but always wanted love, and then got the wrong idea of sex and accidentally killed himself in the process. It's a very interesting song. It's really catchy. Honestly, probably one of my favorite songs on the album. But if I'm being honest, all of them are. I love this whole entire album so much. Like, just, it's crazy. I bought this CD used. It's probably one of the best purchases I've ever made. So, overall album notes. Each track has a distinction from the last. It's just different. It's crazy. I don't even know what to say about this album. Some fucking creativity from high school kids. I mean, this came out when they were all, like, in their early 20s. They were coming out with EPs that were self-produced. It's insane how much Mike Patton's... I love Mike. One thing I remember trying to write down when I was originally doing the notes for this album was I'm very captivated by Mike Patton's voice, especially in the late 80s, early 90s. He had another band, his main band, honestly, Faith No More. And they've just achieved great things. To me, I only personally really like 3 of their albums, but Mike Patton's voice is just incredible. Mix that with the instrumental of Mr. Bungle, and you have yourself some weird, fucked up, amazing music. And it literally just feels like you took acid and went to a carnival, and you didn't necessarily have a bad trip, but you had a weird one. You know what I mean? Like I said, this self-titled album came out in 1991. It was their first one. And I remember the first time I ever listened to Mr. Bungle. It was with my friend Mercy. Shout out to Mercy. Absolutely incredible person. I've been friends with her since middle school. Just always been one of my craziest friends. She originally showed me My Ass Is on Fire on a show choir day where we had to go out for dinner during our hour-long break. And we were listening to some weird music. I brought up Pinkly Smooth, which we'll probably do an album review on soon. And it was like, who's Pinkly Smooth? So I played a song, and then she's like, okay, look up My Ass Is on Fire by Mr. Bungle. I was like, okay. So I did, and this was the product. And I ended up, later that year, during that summer, buying this. And it was in June of 2020 that I bought this album. It literally says that right here on the sticker. I wasn't going to try to remove the sticker, but you can see 620 right there. That's when I bought this. And I could say after owning this album for 2 years, it is probably the weirdest, but one of the best bands I've ever listened to. So, this is going to be quite surprising coming from me. There are some points in this album where you kind of get bored, but you're also, interested at the same time. There's this part at the end of Egg where it's literally just them train hopping for, 3 minutes. And it's just audio. You can just hear the train. And there's literally moments like that at the end of every song. At the end of the beginning track, you hear horns, and then you hear a train. And then at the end of Slowly Growing Deaf, dude, shit's everywhere. At the end of Squeeze Me Macaroni, there's a party. At the end of Carousel, this guy talks about tight cheeks. At the end of Egg, you can hear the train. At the end of Stub a Dub, you can hear the guy crying. At the end of My Ass Is on Fire, it's Mr. Bungle sitting down with this lady talking about their business campaign, or him switching over to her because this guy's fucking up his whole campaign or something. At the end of The Girls of Porn, this guy says, I'll kill you, and there's a minute-long thing there. At the end of Love Is a Fist, there's that little thing where they talk about Mr. Bungle going to lunch and his hair was messy. And at the end of Dead Goon, you get a bunch of piano and noises, and it's weird. So there's literally something at the end and beginning of every one of these songs. And I gotta blow my nose real quick. Hold on, because I really don't want to edit this video at all, because that takes time, and I don't have the time. So I apologize you had to witness that. Alright, back to Mr. Bungle. God, I don't even know what to say about this. If I left anything out, don't be mad at me. I know a lot about this band. I know the lead singer is obviously Michael Patton. I call him Mike. Everyone calls him Mike Patton. I remember Trey Spruance, I believe, is the guitar player. I'm trying to cover this and think about as many as I can. Trey Spruance is the guitar player, the main one. The bassist is Trevor Dunn, and I don't know much after that. Okay. They had their stage names. Dude. This is crazy. So, we should probably get into overall ratings. Honestly, I love the instrumental genius in this album. It is so good. The mix between jazz and metal and easy listening, fucking horns and circus bullshit. I love it. Like I said, at the time, it was the weirdest thing I'd ever listened to, and it extremely grabbed my interest, and I love this. I love this band. 9 out of 10 on this album. Absolutely love it. One of the best albums I've ever listened to, by far. The album art, let's just talk about the album art. It's weird as fuck. I remember the first time I ever saw this, I was like, what is this? And I don't know, this guy's face just made me think of mustard. And I can, like, smell this album cover. It's fucking disgusting. But that's what's cool about it, is this weird bullshit of music. I don't know. But, the instrumental, the musical talent is actually quite incredible. And, people don't realize that because it's so different from what they're used to that they just automatically assume it sucks. But no, to get the full experience, you got to put headphones on and listen to this album all the way through. It is, the first time you hear it, it's quite a scary experience, but it's awesome. And once you get used to it, you'll love it. So, yeah, that's my honest album review on Mr. Bungle. 9 out of 10, Mr. Bungle's self-titled album. I don't have much more to say. Yeah, the production, great. Can't believe Warner Brothers did this. Mr. Bungle was just insane. And we'll get more into Mr. Bungle as I would like to review at least one more of their albums. Their 2020 album that originally was written in '86, but never was released. So, we'll check that out at a later date. Hope you guys are enjoying these album reviews. I thought I'd do something a little different today. I don't want every one of these albums to be metal. So yeah, this is it for this video. Rock on, stay metal, stay circus apparently, and just have a good day, night, morning, wherever you are, and just enjoy life. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know what you think of this album if you've listened to it down in the comments. And yeah, have a great day.